Carlo, look at those three, and without touching them, let me know which one most closely resembles the one that you were holding on the set of Vendetta.
That would be this one here.
Carlo Bellario and I paid a visit to Guns N' Roses gun shop in Toms River on Wednesday to take a look at the BB gun. It's gotten him into so much trouble.
You fill it with BBs through here.
Right.
And then what happens here is basically you just pull the trigger and it fires.
That's Joe Hawk, the retired NYPD cop who runs Guns N' Roses and an expert in New Jersey's notoriously tough gun laws.
In New Jersey, what they do is they make a very vague law, knowing that there'll be challenges to the law. Now, in your instance, I can't give you legal advice, but you fall into one of those gray areas.
Right. Carlo, you'll recall, Bill, is the actor-comedian facing weapons charges related to holding what he thought was a prop gun on a movie set. Turns out it was a functional BB pistol, and you need to be permitted to have one of those in the Garden State.
So now you're on a set. Somebody hands this to you. But stop.
Carlo is an ex-con. He did a little time years ago, fraud, nonviolent stuff, but he cannot touch a firearm, and Joe Hawk is just the type of hard that Carlo wishes he'd run into last year before his trouble on set.
I just took it, and I said, okay. I didn't even glance at it.
Knowing that you're a felon, you just took it.
Right, because I didn't think I didn't think it was a violation to have a prop.
So you assumed it was a prop.
Yeah, well, because that's what they made it sound like. It was a prop, but they didn't tell me. They asserted that it was a prop.
They stop.
I mean,
go back. Asserted where? Paper?
I have on sheet that props they were going to use.
I stopped. You have that sheet?
Actually, Bill, I have that prop sheet right here. It says right here on the prop sheet, a cell phone, 2 assault rifles, and Claire's gun, whatever that is. But that's a total of 3 firearms, clearly listed on the prop sheet. But we know this. This particular film was cutting corners. They did not secure permits to be shooting in Woodbridge where the incident occurred. So did someone bring a BB pistol to set instead of securing prop guns, which typically cost money for rental and a trip into the city?
Do we know which one he had? Because even the one that I got my son, it's not see-through, but it's plastic. So it's all, it looks real, but it only shoots the little plastic pellets.
This was metal. By all indications, it was a CO2 gun, and it would have fallen under New Jersey's gun law.
You know, I guess the other question is too, like on one hand, and we've talked to some legislators that want to change this law to say that there has to be some criminal intent. And lawyers I've talked to have said the same thing, that without any intent, it should be up to the prosecutor to have some discretion to say clearly the guy had no intention to commit any crime. What's next for him? When's his trial start?
Good question. He shot down a tentative deal that could have been resulted in anywhere from probation to 5 years in prison. So that kind of leeway, he shot that down, and he will be going to trial. Date has not yet been set.
And he's got a GoFundMe site set up, which is gofundme.com/rawdeal if people want to contribute to his legal defense. Good job. Thanks.